Okay, getting up on the roof here at 1241 Rainbow Road in Southeast Palm Bay. I decided to do a quick video for you. That way you get to hear and see everything that I talk about while I'm up on the roof. I think that'll be really helpful. So before I can get off the ladder, I just want to mention that I don't know if you've seen the network TV commercials, but there's a Collis commercial that says if you buy a new roof, you get free gutters. So I just wanted to make a special point to note that you're getting literally all around the house new gutters as well too. I can add the leaf guards, and we can talk more about that. Okay, but the gutters are included. So I can't stop looking at the damage that's up on the roof, so let's go ahead and start talking about that. As you can see, it's pretty bad all the way down to the plywood. It's pretty squishy through here. All in all, I give the roof fairly high marks, other than these two areas here, and then it's just as bad there. Shockingly bad. I can't imagine why it's so bad in those areas right here. And then the valley as well too is pretty squishy, soft. We'll talk more about that in a second. But before I get too far away, I just want to mention that because of the style of this roof, it's called a hip roof, looks like a pyramid. You need as much ventilation as you can get. So we're going to cut in more ventilation there. We can also do it there. We're going to replace all of the gooseneck style vents and the bathroom vents. That's what these codes right here are for. And then here's the back side as well. Pretty straightforward, literally. All right, real quick, 30 seconds on how Collis is going to do your roof correctly for you. Oh, by the way, forgive me to state the obvious, but because of the age of the roof and the condition of the shingles, there is no way that a repair can be done. Well, okay, maybe there is in a sense. So for that area, in order to do it correctly, you would have to actually draw a line, basically the whole perimeter. That's what it should be done correctly. Well, then you got to include that side as well too. So that's already 1/4, 25% of the house. And then when we talk about that side, that's got to be redone correctly. That's got to be redone correctly. Now we're up to 1/3 of the house, and so on and so on. The thing about shingles is once they get more than 10 years old, you can't lift them up without them breaking or without seriously damaging the bond, the adhesive on the back of the shingle itself. It's just not going to work. Probably what's most important, if I understand the situation correctly, this house is either being sold or purchased, and me being out here today is in support of that preparation. There really, as far as I understand, there's no underwriter, either insurance company or bank, that's going to approve a mortgage with a 16-year-old roof. It's just not going to happen. It doesn't happen. That's why it's just best for hopefully the buyer seller come together, compromise, whatever. I'll stay out of that part. Get the roof done before the closing. Collis has a shockingly great schedule right now, which is 3 or 4 weeks. This time of year, it should be 7 or 8 weeks. Somehow we're still maintaining three, depends on when we get the permit back from City of Palm Bay, but they're very good about it. So I'm gonna say 3 weeks, basically. All right, last couple seconds. We're gonna remove all the shingles, get down to the bare plywood roof. We're gonna inspect the bare plywood, like in that area, all the valleys. Anything remotely bad, we're gonna replace. I've already included in your estimate 2 full sheets of plywood. That's just to get the job started. Maybe that's enough, hopefully, but I always wanna make sure there's 2 sheets to start. Every sheet after that, it's about $100 per sheet installed, and even a full sheet can be sectioned out into a half or a quarter, something like that. So we can talk more about that. 2 building code upgrades. The first one says re-nail the plywood to the roof trusses. The code says 12 inches. We go every 6 inches, re-nailing the plywood to the roof trusses. And then the big one, especially for a house of this size, is the peel and stick, that waterproof barrier that's going to go right against the bare plywood before the shingles go on. Super sticky rubberized barrier membrane, and that's going to keep the water out. Even with a hurricane, if you do lose some shingles, it's still not going to allow water inside the house. Plus, it's a big insurance discount as well too. And then on top of that, we'll put your 30-year Owens Corning architectural shingles. It will be done correctly. So I'll just leave this brief, and then look forward to talking with you soon. Thanks.